Get off me. The veteran's voice cracked as he stumbled into the middle of Lincoln Street in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina, a sharp screech of brakes cutting through the afternoon calm. 68-year-old Corporal Robert Bob Mitchell, United States Army, had been leaning on his cane, crossing from the local VA outpatient clinic where he came to pick up medication. He'd served in Germany in 1970, patrolling the Iron Curtain border. But he could not have prepared for this. 3 teenagers, hooded in dark sweatshirts, faces half hidden, blocked his path. "Move it, Grandpa," one sneered, shoving Robert sharply in the chest. The shove sent him reeling into the street. A delivery truck swerved to a halt inches from his fallen form. The driver, leaping from the cab, screamed, "Are you okay, sir?" The teens laughed and sprinted off. Robert clung to his cane and the asphalt, voice shaking. A small crowd emerged from the nearby cafe. Baristas, customers in business attire, a young couple. A woman gently helped him to his feet, tears in her eyes. "You're bleeding," she whispered. Robert pressed his coat, wet with blood, to his side and whispered back, "Call the police and the Marines." The woman looked stunned, but she dialed 911 immediately. 10 minutes later, Raleigh police officer Carla Jensen arrived. She knelt beside Robert, examining his cuts. "I saw the video posted online. These guys shoved you for laughs?" she asked, voice tight. Robert nodded, grimacing. They made a joke of it. By now, a growing murmured crowd had gathered. A few people held out phones, showing glimpses of footage. Suddenly, footsteps clattered. A group of 4 young men in graying Marine Corps t-shirts arrived, silent and purposeful. They were heading to the same clinic after duty. One tapped Officer Jensen's shoulder. "We saw what happened," he said quietly. "We're Marines. We want to help." Within moments, the scene shifted. The father of one of the teens, called by police, stood shocked as he identified his son on camera, clutching at his shoulders. The teens returned, expressionless, as uniformed officers detained them for assault on a person over 65, reckless endangerment, and disorderly conduct under North Carolina General Statute. Officer Jensen turned to the Marines. "Thank you for staying." They nodded. One rested a steady hand on Robert's shoulder. "Semper Fidelis, sir." Robert's eyes shone as he recognized the Marine mottos embroidered on their shirts. The Marine creed had followed him since Paris Island. On the street, a hush fell. Bystanders exchanged looks. Phones stopped filming. Silence settled. No applause, just profound recognition. The police guided Robert to the cruiser. The Marines surrounded the teens, handing over footage and witness statements. "We want to see these charges through," one said to the officer. In the back of the squad car, Robert closed his eyes. He remembered cold mountain nights in North Korea, leadership, sacrifice. He'd never imagined being knocked down in a city street, but he was reminded service doesn't end. Born in 1948, Robert had joined the Marine Corps at 18. He served as an infantry corporal at the Battle of the Hook in 1952. He earned a Purple Heart after shrapnel hit his calf under mortar fire. After leaving service in 1956, he became a firefighter, following in his father's footsteps. Then, after retiring in 1990, he dedicated his time as a Marine Corps League volunteer. That night, the footage exploded online. A local news station aired the clip. "Veteran assaulted, Marines step in," read the headline. Social media flooded with hashtag #StandWithRobert and hashtag Marines Matter. A GoFundMe launched to cover his medical bills and travel costs to the National Marine Corps birthday ball. The next morning, family, Marines, and well-wishers gathered on Lincoln Street. 9 Marines in dress blues stood in a line behind Robert. He wore his Purple Heart medal on a civilian blazer. The teens were absent, escorted separately. The police commissioner gave him a certificate for courage and service, assault victim aged 65 plus, local hero. Robert's voice was steady as he thanked them. "Once a Marine, always a Marine," he said. The Marines responded with a crisp salute. Civilians applauded, tears in many eyes. The meaning of discipline, it wasn't taught in a gym. It was tested in the cold trenches of Korea, in the alley of Lincoln Street, in standing firm while others fled. In these moments, the presence of Marines renewed that discipline and stood for a lesson. You do not touch those who once fought for your freedom. Robert walked, slowly, aided by his cane, down the sidewalk past cheering well-wishers. Marines flanked him. The city felt different, more protective, more respectful. 10 minutes later, the teenagers were formally charged and issued a restraining order. Robert paused and turned to the Marines. "Thank you, sons of a gun." They saluted again, because when someone pushes a veteran into the street, Marines remember, and the whole nation stops to watch. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment where are you watching from. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.